Hey, it's Glen with the Ultimate Freedom. Today we're going to answer the question, what RV should I get? You watch to the end of this video, you won't have a question. You'll know, and then you'll have a direction. And when you have a direction, things go much better. Let's rock. So, to decide what RV you want, we're going to ask a series of questions, and these questions are going to add up to a decision. So, question number one, am I going to tow it or am I going to drive it? Do you have something to tow an RV with? A fifth wheel or a travel trailer? Minimum, you're going to need a half-ton truck typically, or an SUV that's equal to a half-ton truck, which sometimes there's not a lot of those around. For myself, when we used an RV to literally save us from being homeless, my work truck was a Toyota mini pickup, and it was a great work truck. It carried all my tools, and I had a trailer to carry materials. So I could outwork a half-ton truck with that little truck, but I couldn't tow any RV with that truck. But I could tow that truck with an RV. So the decision was made for me. It was going to be a Class A, and I began shopping for Class A's. And so with you, the first question is, you going to tow it or do you need to drive it? That's question number one. So now that we've answered that question, tow it or drive it. Question number two, how many people? Is it just you? That's simple. I mean, that makes things really easy. Is it you and one other, a couple? Is it you and one other and some kids? So that's the very next question is, how many people do I need to fit in this RV comfortably? Once we've decided how many people, and if I'm towing it or driving it, the next question is, am I going to camp in it? Am I just getting a camper? Am I just getting something recreational, or am I looking to live in it? Now, in my opinion, anyone that gets an RV, the RV should be capable of housing your family. The whole point of having an RV, in my opinion, even if you're not ready to move into it, is at the drop of a hat, you have an escape pod. You have something that other people don't. You can load your family into it and drive out of town in a wildfire, hurricanes, floods, civil unrest, any number of situations. You have a place for you and your whole family. So even if you're just going to go camping, make sure that you and your family could live in it and survive in it. I think that's important. The next question that you have to answer is, what's your comfort level with driving whatever it is? My comfort level is, it doesn't matter. I can drive a 45-foot diesel pusher. I can drive a van. I can pull this fifth wheel. I can pull a travel trailer. Anything, I can drive anything. And a lot of guys are like this. Uh, if you're not comfortable driving something bigger, then you have to decide what's the maximum that you're comfortable with, and then that's going to be the range of things that you're going to shop for. Solo females are often different. They want to be comfortable. They don't want that stress level of having something that just freaks them out every time they get behind the wheel. And that's an issue, and it really matters to quality of life. So decide what it is that you're comfortable driving. What's the maximum length? What's the maximum size that you're comfortable with? That's the next question that you have to answer. So as you can easily see, as we go down this list, answering these questions, it's narrowing us down quickly to a direction and an RV type. The next question is, what are your non-negotiables? And you need to think about this. I'll give you examples so you understand what I'm talking about. For me, a non-negotiable is a recliner that is aimed at the entertainment center, period. Especially how much I've got going on with my health. I sleep in the recliner. I've had surgery. I'm heading for 2 more surgeries. So for me, and just on a comfort level, skip all the surgery stuff. I just want a recliner aimed at the entertainment center. That's a non-negotiable for me. Also, for my wife and I, we don't sleep in the same bed. We've been married going on 36 years. And I remember seeing, when we were married about 15 years, a list of items that people were married 50 years they said, "What are the top 10 things that kept you married?" And every single one of them in the top 10 was either separate beds or separate bedrooms. And at 15 years, we decided to quit torturing each other. One of us flops like a fish, the other one snores like a chainsaw. And we stopped torturing each other. And you know what? We just started really liking each other a whole lot better. So in my RV, we need to have separate beds. And so that's a non negotiable. And so those are things that you need to decide what are your non negotiables. For some people, a bath and a half, if it's a big family. You got a half bath for all the kiddos out there, and you got your own master bedroom bathroom. That's a non negotiable, bath and a half. So you decide what your non negotiables are. And when you do, you got to stick to them. Because if you're going to stuff yourself into this thing and make a go of it, the things that are non-negotiable matter, and don't ever discount the power of comfort. And you need some creature comforts to be able to keep your sanity and to make this thing work. What are your non-negotiables? Okay, and so deciding which RV we're going to get, the questions we've answered so far or that you're going to answer are: tow it or drive it, how many people are going to be in it, are you looking at camping or are you looking at living, and even if you're looking at camping, make sure you can live in it. Comfort driving it. What's the largest thing that you're comfortable wheeling down the road? And what are your non negotiables? All those questions are pointing us in a direction. Now that you have answered those, we're going to choose a layout. And a layout is the most important thing in choosing your RV. The number one reason RVs come back in less than a year, even if they're brand new, they come back to the dealer. And I saw this happen at least 5 times in 2 years. Family buys an RV, they come right back, sometimes 6 months, 3 months, 4 months later. It was the wrong layout. It doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for their family. And I watched them take a huge loss on that brand new rig, roll that loss into the rig that they chose that's the right layout, and refinance all of that. That's just madness. But it happens a lot because the wrong layout. So now you're going to decide what layout. Okay, so let's talk about how to choose a layout. So, of course, when choosing a layout, your non negotiables are going to be a large determining factor and what you can drive and all of that stuff. So, you're going to start looking at RV walkthroughs on the internet, and you're going to go to a dealer and just walk through RVs and not intending not to buy anything. You're going to look at layouts. Now, bunkhouses for families and kids exist because they are incredibly functional and they work. Okay. If you've got 3 kids, there are rigs that have a back bedroom with 3 beds. And each one of those beds becomes that kid's individual space that he gets to hang a curtain and have shelves and his personal items or her personal items and all that. Okay. Bunkhouses work when you have kids, when you have 1, 2, or 3 kids, or even a young adult. Okay, that's so you're going to decide. And if it's just you as a couple, you have a broad range of things that you can do. There are some fantastic couples rigs. Uh, and so you're going to find that you're going to decide on a layout. Now, in deciding on a layout, there are 2 things that I want to give you that are always home runs: a rear kitchen or a front kitchen. Always a home run. You're going to get way more kitchen if the kitchen's in the front or the kitchen's in the back. You just get way more counter space. If it's a couples rig, get the shoot for something that has dual recliners aimed at the entertainment center. And so, whatever it is you decide on, you're going to look at layouts, look at layouts, look at layouts until you come up with this is what we're comfortable with. Now, if you've got kids, it matters. Don't buy the rig with an open front bedroom. Okay. You want a door to shut for mom and dad. That's mom and dad's space. That's their bedroom. We don't need to go into any more than that. You want that space. And if you can find it, a room for the kids. Now, if it's not a room for the kids, the bunks are on the side, you can hang curtains and give them personal space. Okay. And so layout, layout, layout. Super important. Shop until you find the layout you want. Then we're going to go shopping And we're going to disregard brands. We're going to be within our budget for a used rig, and there's so much good stuff out there for so cheap. Right now, I could point to a 2-bedroom RV for under 10 grand. A place called Ben's Campers, and he's got a YouTube channel. I can point to couples rigs that are $7,000, $8,000. There are some really good affordable choices out there. Decide your layout. That's next. Now, once you've answered all these questions, you've almost narrowed it down to a specific type of RV. And so you're going to shop for that kind of RV. Now, there's one more thing I want to throw out there at you, and that's age. Okay, I'm 64 years old. I'm not getting younger. I'm heading into more surgeries. Working this fifth wheel while we're traveling across country is a lot of work. Every night, I got to park it, level it, put the struts down, put the slides out, and either unhook the truck or stay on the truck if I can make it level. There's a lot of work involved. Uh, Not as much with a travel trailer. Fifth wheels are more labor intensive. Travel trailers a little less labor intensive, especially if you can get your rig level and stay on your truck. You have a lot more, it's a lot easier to pull into a place overnight when you're traveling across country. And the easiest, most comfortable rig to travel in is a Class A or a Class C, because that you literally pull in, and if it's got levelers, you put them down, or you get level, you plug in power, water, sewer, you're done. Or you don't even have to if you're just overnighting it. You can just pull in, get level, you're done. The Class A is really awesome that way. My wife and I are heading for a Class A because we're older, and it's a lot less work. And so that is something I do want to throw out there. If you're older, the Class A's are going to be your friend. Now, Class A's are more expensive and they're more complex, and the upkeep on them costs more. There's just more layers of things on a Class A. Travel trailers and fifth wheels are pretty straightforward and easy to maintain. Class A's, you're going to have more maintenance, but a lot easier to travel in and a lot easier to set up and tear down, to get going and to stop. So those are the considerations. So, having answered all those questions, you've now narrowed it down, and you're looking at an RV type and a layout, and you're shopping for it. And so, another non-negotiable for us, for instance, was I wanted opposing rear slides. This rig, it feels like an apartment. It just feels fantastic. And then there's a bedroom slide as well. Nice, big, open, easy bathroom. So, answer all of these questions. You will then be very narrowed down and start looking at layouts, and you will find and answer the question, which RV is right for me. So if you got something out of this video, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.